So now we're going to talk about AVI, which is really a food producer, but remember it does have a business division which is involved with manufacture of fragrances and perfumes. It's about a 10% contributor, and it owns brands like Yardley, Coty, and it's in addition, obviously, to the fact that AVI has that division which sells shoes, AD Spitz, high-end clothing, Carvela shoes, etc. AVI has a market cap of 30.1 billion rand. Price earnings ratio 19.34, dividend yield of 4.04%. Great performer. Brilliant performer.
Look at that dividend yield.
Tremendous. Let's look at the share chart. I see that's come up as well. So over 5 years, it's been an absolute star. It's gone a bit sideways, 2015, 2016. I guess that's to be expected.
Yeah, I mean, in the current consumer environment, considering that this company is highly exposed to food, the drought, the impact that would have had on their food business, and then also the kind of volatile nature of that fishing industry. These guys have I&J.
That's Irvin and Johnson, which they've got.
Yeah.
But you're right, the biggest part of the divisions are their sort of snack works division, which is things like Willard's, biscuits, bakers, and then in the beverages environment, all the teas, Five Roses, all the coffees, coffee creamers, all that stuff.
Absolutely. And all of this would have had an impact on that. I mean, Rooibos, for example, is something that AVI is highly exposed to. Rooibos accounts for 30% of their tea sales. Rooibos is only grown in South Africa. There's a drought, suddenly your yields are very low, it becomes more expensive.
It affects margins.
You have an issue in terms of your margins.
I didn't realize that. Wow.
Yes.
Rooibos tea.
Yes.
Okay, but come back to the business division. I know that they also have like marketing. They manufacture some stuff in a factory in Cape Town. Then they also have marketing arrangements like with Adidas fragrances, which have David Beckham on them and stuff like that. Fairly solid sellers, sort of mid-market. Cheaper than the sort of imported Chanel No. 5 type stuff.
Yeah, and the nice thing about this is if you get any down trading in terms of consumer pressure or because of consumer pressure, this is a kind of a natural place to trade down to. They also have an agreement with Coty in which they manufacture, or they kind of they market those products in South Africa. So, I mean, overall, that is a nice little solid business. They've recently kind of just bettered down the structure, and it's just one of those solid portions of this AVI business, which at times can be pretty cyclical.
Yeah, but look, it's been a tremendous performer under the management team. You've got to hand it to them. Simon Crutchley and his colleagues have done a tremendous job for shareholders. High dividend yield, very consistent performer. Hot on it?
Because of the really nice dividend yield and the fact that we might be approaching some sort of a cyclical bottom in South Africa from a perfect storm point of view. Droughts over, consumer might be kind of bottoming out. It will have to be hot, and even if you look at the rating, it actually doesn't look that bad. In that food producer space.
And it hasn't disappointed, it hasn't created dramas, it hasn't shot the moon out, it hasn't done any bad deals, you know, like some of its competitors, like Pioneer, which has been up and down, like Tiger, which is still recovering from its Nigerian debacle.
Yeah, so I mean, in times of uncertainty, you want a straight shooter. And AVI is a straight shooting stock.
Excellent, hot on that. Right.